felt so good in it, no bigger than a minute. How it amazes me, you're changing with every blink, faster than a flower blooms, they grow up all too soon. So let them be little, 'cause they're only that way for a while. Give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle. Oh, but let them be little. I never felt so much in one little tender touch. I live for those kisses, your prayers and your wishes. And now you're teaching me how only a child can see. Tonight while we're on our knees, all I ask is please let them be little, 'cause they're only that way for a while. Give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle. Oh, but let them be little. So innocent, precious soul. Turn around and it's time to let them go. So let them be little, 'cause they're only that way for a while. Give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle. Oh, but let them be little. Let them be little.
I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. The time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be who you were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer, so that in my heart you always will be there. This is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. The stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a prize. take with you until you're home again. I know the brightest star above was created by the one who loved more than we'll ever know, to guide you when you're lost. What started as a still small voice is raging now, and your only choice is to follow who you are. So follow who you are, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. Oh, this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. So let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home. It is I love you to take with you until you're home. It is I love you to take with you until you're home again.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Or you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, big and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Well, the time has come. I realize that there are a lot of people here for Caleb, but I also realize that there are a lot of people here for others. And since we combine the year-end program with the graduation, some of you have no stake in this, and I'm just between you and dinner. I will keep that in mind. But we do want to take our time tonight to celebrate the accomplishment of Caleb, the accomplishment of completing the 12 easiest years of his life. I say that jokingly. I realize that when you're in school, it is a daunting task, and all of the requirements that go into that, and all of the things that you have to do, and the pace work, and the reports, and the memorization, and the pace work, and I get it. I understand. I've been there and done that, and I absolutely can sympathize. This year, the year-end program is a little different for me. It's the first year I've had a child participate. It didn't hit me at all until I got here. Never even occurred to me. And then I got here, and she's up there saying scriptures, and I said, "Hey, that's my kid." But I am so thankful for Haven Christian Academy. And I know if you're here, you are as well. We are absolutely thankful for all the things that happen here. Amen. Amen. Caleb is a special young man. I have known him far too long for him to trust me to do this. But I am very honored to be asked tonight. I'm beginning to think I might just be the default at these things. This is the third one in a row that I've spoken at, but I don't take that lightly, and I don't take that for granted. I am honored tonight. Caleb and I, we have a little bit in common in a few different areas, but I thought of a story. If you know me, that's no surprise. Thought of a story, and I was going to relate that to you tonight. There was a funeral home director who had someone come in, and a customer, if you will, had a customer come in, and the deceased wife, the wife of the deceased, rather, the wife of the deceased came in and told the funeral director, she said, "My husband, on his deathbed, he told me that he wanted to be buried in a black suit." She said, "Now I brought him here. I brought this royal blue one that he had. It's the only suit that he owned." She said, "I don't have the money right now to go out and buy him a brand new black suit to be buried in. Is there anything that you can do?" The funeral home director said, "Well, ma'am, I'll see what I can get accomplished. I can't make any promises, but we'll see what we can do." And so the day of the funeral came, and the family gathered around, and it was a beautiful service, and the casket was open, and the wife noticed, to her delight, that her husband was indeed buried in a very nice looking black suit. And so after the funeral, and people had left and different things, she approached the funeral home director, and she said, "I want to thank you so much for honoring my wish." She said, I have to know, how did you do it?" And he said, "Well, it was really simple." He said, I later on the day that I spoke with you, I had another body come in, and the clothes that they sent with him, it was a black suit, and he was around the same size as your husband, so it was just no big deal at all. I simply switched their heads. Now, if you don't think that's funny, that's fine, because Caleb laughed, and I knew he would. I don't want to say he has a dark sense of humor. I can't imagine where he would have gotten it from if he did. Kyle. But it's something that I have always appreciated about Caleb is his ability to laugh at things that most people wouldn't find funny. And I don't say that facetiously. It is a character trait in him that I do admire. But that's something that we have in common. Being in school, it does teach us several different things. We obviously come to school to learn. You learn many things throughout your tenure at any given school. School teaches us different things in different subjects. Math teaches us the Pythagorean theorem. Anybody want to quote that? The Pythagorean theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse, which is the side opposite the right angle, is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Or a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which of course is something we use every day. Something that you just can't live without the good old Pythagorean theorem. And then of course we learn spelling in school, and one of the rules they teach is I before E except after C. Of course, they don't mention that there's literally more words in the English language that break that rule than there are that follow it. Look it up, it's true. And then of course you learn in English that prepositions are not good words to end sentences with. And in science, now this is probably unique to the HCA program, but if you know it, quote it with me. So, Johnny was a curious lad, but Johnny is no more. What Johnny thought was H2O was H2SO4. Now I graduated 12 years ago, and I did take world geography when I was in school. If I had to take a test on world geography today, even if I remembered everything that I learned in world geography, I most likely would fail that test based on the knowledge that I gained in school. Not because the HCA program lacks in that category, but because maps change over time. And in just 12 years, there are new countries added and countries that are no more, and things have changed. My point is, we do learn useful things in school, but there's a lot of filler. There's a lot of stuff that you learn that probably you'll never use after today. And that's okay. It's about getting to the point where you're at now. It's about getting here. It's about the moment that we're in tonight. Because life is a series of moments. There is no one moment that you will look back on and see as the moment that you figured it out. There is no moment in your life that you will look back on and say, that was the moment when I became who I was supposed to be. There is no one moment. It's a series of moments. More importantly, it's a series of choices that we make. We make choices every day. We make seemingly unimportant choices, such as, do I eat an apple or a banana? We have a lot of different choices that just meaningless, seemingly. But then we have our big decisions, such as our career, our spouse, whether or not to take out a mortgage or rent. Big decisions that we face in our adult lives. Decisions that will affect us. But every moment is a decision. And I pray that in every decision you choose to be better. Choose to to be better, to not follow what everything else is going, what everyone else is doing. And to one person put it, said, I'm not trying to be better than you, I'm trying to be better than me. I think that's a really good way to put it. Just be better than you were yesterday. I'm going to read something here along those lines. This is called Be Better. Wake up tomorrow and decide to be better. Wash your face, brush your teeth, and be better. Put on a clean shirt and be better. Spend time in prayer and be better. Eat a well-balanced breakfast and be better. Check the mirror before you leave the house and be better. Accept the man in the reflection, but realize he can be better. Go to work and be better. Show up early and be better. Go above and beyond what is required and be better. Pack a healthy lunch and be better. Wash your hands before you eat and be better. Don't talk with your mouth full and be better. Clean your Tupperware before putting it back in your lunchbox and be better. Take time on your break to read your Bible and be better. Make conversation with your coworkers and be better. Clocking out will always be better. Continue to give your time to the ones who love you and be better. Be faithful to the house of God and be better. Follow the leadership God places in your life and be better. Wear matching pajamas and be better. Brush your teeth yet again and be better. Get a good night's sleep and be better. Wake up tomorrow and decide to be better. I'm going to turn this back over to Sister Patty. I would just want to say I genuinely love this young man, Caleb Gregory. He is a wonderful person. He is all the character traits that were handed out tonight. I could find a way to connect each and every one of them to Caleb. He is always willing to go above and beyond anything that I've ever asked of him, and anything that I've ever seen asked of him. I am so thankful to be a part of this young man's life, and I'm so proud of the things that he is doing and of the places that he is going to go. I know that God has a calling upon his life. I have seen it. I have felt it, and I've spoken to him about it, and I know that God is going to do some really amazing things through Caleb and with his help, and I'm looking forward to seeing that and to hopefully be a part of that in the future. Thank you.
Caleb join me over here. At the beginning of this school year, there were 4 students, I think, that started out with the speech program, the ACE speech program, and it was not Caleb's favorite. Not his favorite. And but he listened to instruction. I would encourage him. I'd write him notes. I'd talk with him, things that he could do to improve. And he never ignored. I mean, every single time that we would come back and do it again, I could see where he had taken my instruction and actually applied it, which was awesome. That doesn't usually always happen. But anyway, they had to do 6 different ones, and each time you could just see the improvement. Well, the last thing he had to do, he had to write a speech, and he chose to write about teamwork. And I wish we had recorded it. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, I don't know, he's worked at McDonald's and now will be starting a new job at Toyota on Tuesday. I don't know what his life career will be. He may not choose to be a speaker. I don't know what his calling is. I do, as Brother Andrew said, I do know there's a calling on his life. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't know that he'll be a speaker, but what I do know is he could be if he would choose to, because he proved it to us this school year. He's just going to take a few minutes to give some thank yous.
Well, first off, I just want to start by thanking myself for everything I accomplished. That's a joke. I know I couldn't have done it without all these teachers helping me. And not only did they help me, they were willing to do it, and they always did it with a smile, and for that I'm truly thankful. And I want to thank my parents for allowing me to come here. I know it was a sacrifice at times, but I'm glad that they just kept me here in the school. And I want to thank all my friends and family for coming here today, just being supportive and showing up. And especially I want to thank that beautiful lady back there, Alana, for always having my back and always being supportive of me. She always knew how to make my days better when I was frustrated with, well, Sister Patty knows in the last few weeks trying to cram in a bunch of stuff. But she always found a way to make my days better, and I'm thankful for that. And a word of advice for all of you who are going to be graduating next year, who are going to be awkwardly standing right here like me. You know, it's going to be tough at times, but just hang in there. You got this. Thank you.